Hello well wishers, this is Rebecca Yoga Faye and this is this week's magical guidance. I'm coming to you from my garden, which I'm absolutely loving at the moment. There's just so much beauty around and the beauty is omnipresent, it's here for all of us. So I thought it was the best place to kind of come out and just do this guidance today. And as always, I'll do a little oracle card reading as well, just to back up the information that I'm going to give you. And that is going to be with the Mists of Avalon, because that's what I felt like I needed to connect to today. So hopefully you'll enjoy this video, and it's just going to give you a little bit of an overview of what energies are surrounding us right now. Sorry for any background noise. The washing machine is just empty. But there we go, that's life, isn't it? And outside, so we've got to go with it. So yeah, this week, very powerful week, and I think I say that every time I jump on and do some magical guidance, but it is extremely powerful. We've got some really big energies coming in, and the majority of that will happen with the lunar eclipse, so the full moon lunar eclipse in Sagittarius, which is going to happen on the 5th. But prior to that, there are some other energies as well that are going to be at play this week, and it's really important that we all have just a basic understanding of how this is going to affect us as a collective. So I really just wanted to share some of this information with you, so that you're kind of finding an awareness in that. And one of the first things that I wanted to talk about is Neptune in Pisces. So you might be having really vivid dreams right now. I know I am, and having a connection to your intuition, and that is all to do with that energy of Neptune in Pisces. So Neptune is the planet of transcendence. It's the planet of kind of recognizing the things in our lives that perhaps we hide a little bit and we don't really think about much. So there are these big themes coming up this week of kind of that recognition, that awareness and focus. So really being aware and focusing. There's a big energy of kind of love and transformation and a transition, a real change coming in as well. So I've got my notes here because I've been researching and studying this kind of for the last week. And you know, Neptune in Pisces really comes with that unconditional love, the intuition, and those vivid dreams that I was talking about. So really paying attention to those things, and what messages are coming up for you in your dreams at the moment. But there's also sometimes a bit of a fog surrounding Neptune in Pisces as well. It can cause a bit of confusion and maybe a little bit of a feeling like you need to escape. Okay, so just being aware of that, it's really going to thin the veil and sort of start to kind of look at our belief systems really, and finding a breaking down in those structures of old belief systems. This started kind of a while ago with all the planets in Capricorn. You know, it looked at all those structures collectively breaking down and changing, and you know, it makes things a little bit uncertain and makes us ask questions, but that is a good thing. That is a really good thing. So we need to kind of connect to that energy, and there is a bit later in the week, so on the 3rd, there are some massive energies coming in through Venus, but I'll talk about that in a moment. But that's basically going to bring this grand trine between water elements. So on the 3rd, the moon will be sitting in Scorpio, and that's going to have an impact on this Neptune Pisces energy as well. It's going to take us into the depths, into the magic within, and really help us to kind of raise up. Okay, so just be aware that that is going to happen. The North Node is sitting in Gemini, and I think I might have discussed this in my last video, and that's going to bring new ideas, new thought processes, and it's all about choices. So all this week is about thinking about the choices you are making. There's going to be choices as a collective as well, but focus on yourself. Find that awareness of focus to make those choices yourself, okay? Thinking about, you know, how do you want to live your life right now, and how do you want to move forwards? It's a world of duality, and there is light and there is dark, and that's that kind of Gemini factor. So basing these choices on love and light and trying to raise that vibration is very, very important right now. So this is time to start to recognize things in your life that perhaps are no longer serving you, and, you know, things that perhaps you wouldn't have admitted normally. I know that I've been feeling this transition very lately, and I've started to recognize a lot of things about myself and things that I was doing that really weren't working. So it's definitely a time to kind of do this, but in a very heart-centered way. So softening your heart, allowing things to come through, but not letting emotions take hold. So with the grand trine of water on the 3rd, you know, emotions can be incredibly strong, and sometimes we can get run away with our emotions. So it's about bringing that back, keeping your heart soft and open, and just allowing that to go, allowing it to go. Don't hold on to those emotions, let them release so that you can move forwards. Okay, so talking about the 3rd of June again, we have the interior conjunction of Venus and the Sun, and that is a sacred time. It brings huge light onto the planet, and an opportunity for these kind of light codes to come through you, as we are the bridge between heaven and earth. So really taking this time in a sacred way, and it's reflected in our experience of a new beginning. Okay, so this is an opportunity of transformation, and that's where you need to kind of focus your awareness, okay, on this transformation that's going to occur over the coming 6 months, actually. So when we get to the eclipse on the 5th of June, that really ignites the cycle of the next 6 months. So really trying to set your intentions, really, in a sense. I know that's something you normally do around a new moon time, and we're getting to obviously a full moon time, but this is a full moon eclipse. So incredibly powerful energy. It's going to highlight lots of things in your life, you know, particularly with the Venus energy coming in. It might highlight some relationship things, but that's okay. You know, it's about not getting run away with those emotions, and about making these positive choices. That's what we need to do. All right, so I will be sharing lots more in the week. I'm going to do a blog post hopefully, and I have a workshop on the 5th of June surrounding the full moon lunar eclipse in Sagittarius, and how we can work with that from a level of embodiment, and some practices that we can use to support that energy as well. So details of that, as always, are on my page, and there'll be more coming up this week. It's a real time of creation. It's a time for all of us to create by making those positive choices, and you can do that in the best way possible. Okay, so let's do a reading in a bit of wing now. Hoping my phone doesn't take a nosedive from where it is balancing. Okay. So I'm just going to shuffle the cards, send my energy down, just asking what guidance we need to receive during this powerful week. That's the one that wants to come up. How incredible. Okay. This is so synchronistic, as always. We have the card Blodeuwedd, and she links very, very much to the Venus energies, the beauty that is on this earth right now. And It's all about kind of renewal, freedom and manifestation, and that's exactly what is happening now. We have this ability to create a new theme, a new world between us all as a collective, and there is going to be this sense of renewal coming in. There is going to be a manifestation of our choices, our thought patterns, but these thought patterns are changing. So really focusing on positive, focusing on what you want to create, and feeling a sense of that freedom. You know, Sagittarius is all about freedom, actually. So this card is absolutely perfect. And the owl is sitting with her, and that's bringing in that kind of wise energy that we can draw from during this time, drawing from your ancestors, drawing from the earth and the cycles that surround us right now, drawing in that wisdom to help us make our choices and make the best choices possible. Okay, so I hope that's given you a little bit of an overview, and like I say, there will be more coming during the week, and there's definitely some creative stuff happening for me, which is great. So focus on that yourselves. Awareness of focus, that's what you need, and hopefully it's going to bring powerful change. Okay, I'll catch up with all you soon, and wishing you all well.